This episode is hot garbage. Hell of a Life 2, the episodes, have been out for almost a decade, released in 2006 and 2007 respectively by This Thing and its company. They're works of art, which spawned a specific type of meme, which anger the voices in my head. Playing it makes you feel like punching a wall because episode 1 exists, as well as beating the shit out of Gaben for never finishing the goddamn story. The games run on a slightly improved version of Source, with each episode adding some quality of life and gameplay improvements here and there, with a fun and fast shooter gameplay loop and a type of storytelling that finished the fucking story! As well as a healthy modding scene, with various mods being updated and released almost daily, some being downright moronic and others being endlessly filleted by the community. I'll be covering both of these things in 2 separate videos, mainly because I fucking hate episode 1 and I want to get it out of the way so that I could focus on what really matters. And despite this video's short length, it might very well still come off as deranged, vulgar, and quite possibly moronic beyond any understandable reason. That being said, buckle the fuck in and enjoy the ride, because we're finally wrapping up the main plot of this bitch. Get a Life 2 The Epithans are direct continuations of Half-Life 2. They are considered more as expansions or DLC rather than full-blown games, which were shoveled out to capitalize on the momentum Half-Life 2 had garnered. Despite this, the franchise still ended up on a cliffhanger with no finale in sight, because the Supreme Chungaloid had decided to waddle his fat ass to the kitchen to make himself yet another steak, and then died from a fucking heart attack, leaving the rest of the team scrambling to push these damn things out. The episodes benefit from the quality of life gameplay improvements, via the flashlight no longer being an absolute bastard by having its own resource, geocaching to match the openness of episode 2, and the sports car that was brought in straight from Mexico. You can still smell the sadness on it. Along with all that garbage, you also have this fucking goblin that almost never leaves your side. The reason for that being because Valve wanted to make her feel more grounded and fleshed out, and boy have they really done something, cause all of a sudden she's a fucking retard. Fucking move out of the way, you shovel-licking spaz! In these games, you once again step into the shoes of a mute messiah named Gordon, a deranged imbecile who started the apocalypse with a solidified chunk of Gatorade, then came back 20 years later, started an uprising, and blew up a big fuck-off stick. Now with most of the city in ruins and that thing about to become the 6th of August version of Japan in 1945, it is going to be up to you to delay the giant vape stick from overheating and escape to the rebel headquarters at White Forest Bay.
Dr. Freeman.
Welcome to episode 1. After flipping Breen and his stupid shit, we are saved by the Vortigaunts from the explosion, followed by us getting pulled from the rubble by these jackasses. Approaching the terminal, we talk to these 2 schmucks when we learn that the Citadel is about to become Castle Bravo 2.0 thanks to its core melting down. And since we can't get away in time, the only option is to go in and temporarily neutralize the fucking thing. So we get in the van and back into the dumbass steel pillar of shit we go. A wild ride later, we begin making our journey through the ruined corridors when we reach this big-ass terminal. Here we are introduced to the Combine Advisors, the big evil floating sacks of shit that act as one of the main villains of the franchise. Moving along, we get our supercharged piece of crap back, and using it, we solve puzzles as we advance towards this big fucking egg. There, we finally neutralize the fucking thing, and upon returning, we learn that the Combine were trying to blow up the reactor to send a message back to their homeworld. They also intercepted Mossman's message, which contains some super secret hidden MacGuffin bullshit or whatever. Alex Young sold that good shit, and we fucked right off down the elevator and into the train, thinking that we're finally in the clear. Obviously. Getting off the wreck, we start making our way through the dilapidated tunnels and areas that are about as dark as the inside of Gaben's asshole.
Zombine, get it?
Through some more horseshit, we come across the infamous Fuck You elevator, the slowest piece of crap in the entire franchise. And a stupidly obnoxious hauled-out segment later, we finally make it to the surface. With little choice, we move through the alleys and shit. Motherfucker!
Oh, God. Looks like the reactor's back on.
Through some more shit into another vent we go. Past the game with Deadly Twister, we come out the other side, flip a switch and open the door for Alex.
I thought she might have forgotten about me.
Yes. It's me. Open the door.
What's the password?
Through the apartments, we run into a familiar face by the name of Barnabich. We have a little back and forth as we learn that the rebels are pushing towards the train station in order to get out of the city. Alex, being the bastard that she is, says that we're gonna act as a diversion by taking a different route. As we are about to embark, Barney stops us to tell us something.
Hey, Gordon, before you go, in case this whole thing with Alex falls through, here's another one of those dildos I kept safe for you. Listen, I don't have many more of these, so try not to lose this one, okay?
Thanks. What a fucking jack-off.
Ahead up the stairs and over another bridge, we enter the hospital was being chased by a gunship. We push past all these assholes and enter an oversized empty attic containing a mini boss fight. Blowing up some walls in the roof, we shove a few rockets at his ass and down it goes.
Wow! I mean, holy. That was. Jesus, Gordon, you're a real terror.
Getting out of the water and through the hospital, we step outside, only to run into Barney again. We escort some dumb fucks to the escape trains and then we stay behind to draw the Combine's attention. We see this grizzled cumrag off, let Alex through the gate, and the final showdown begins. That being a fucking Strider. We are going to... Alright, here's a few things. First, this piece of crap was short and uneventful. Luckily, the script for the second episode is done and is already in the works. And I can assure you with utmost certainty that the next video is going to be definitely better than this one. So there's that. Second, in the last vid I asked you to leave a suggestion which game or franchise I should cover next. In short, there are currently 2 polls running. One for the games and another for the AI voices. Been getting a mixed reception on these damn things, and I'm a bit indecisive. Therefore, I had made another poll on the topic as well some time ago now. So that's 2 current polls and yeah. Oh, and also, thanks for the 2K subs. All of you are fucking awesome. Now go on, like, comment, vote on the polls, and maybe share the channel with your friends. Because I am just getting started. Okay, till the next one. See ya.
What the